Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 22 of Let's Play Civilization 5 Brave New World as the Shoshone. And we're going to kick things off by kicking some sand in the face of a certain barbarian Gatling gun unit. We do have a Gatling gun of our own that we brought up as support, but since it's telling us we can have a decisive victory against this guy without using that, I think we're just going to move forward. Now, I do see another one behind him, so hopefully we won't regret that. Yeah, after taking a whole 3 damage, I have to admit I'm not too concerned. We'll go ahead and move the general up in support. If this will stop jerking the screen away. So there is a camp down here, and we want to wipe that out. And I have no idea what unit type is down there, so I'd rather have too much firepower than too little. We have an archaeologist who's ready to explore, so we're going to bring him... Wait, somehow... I apparently am controlling... something. What is it? This Gatling gun? That was strange. Okay, let me try that again. Yeah, sorry, I thought I had the archaeologist. So we're going to go ahead and just move him there. We need to choose production for Agaidika. And what do we want to build here? We could build another archaeologist, frankly, because we do have more sites. But I'm going to go ahead and just build a museum. It's quick and relatively cheap, so I think that's reasonable. Yep. Also, last episode or installment, whatever you want to call it, a world religion was enacted. I didn't really know what that meant. And I would say it is a bigger deal than I thought. It's going to give Portugal bonuses for tourism, and it'll help her religion spread faster and so forth. But what I thought was going to happen is just all of our cities would naturally go to Buddhism. And in a way, I kind of like that because it would get me off the treadmill of exchanging, great profits, just taking over each other's cities. But yeah, that's not how it works anyway, so I didn't really need to worry about that. We're going to go over here and improve this oil tile. Okie doke. Let's do it. And in Mosan, we'll just go ahead and fortify this guy. Oh, yeah, we'll move him up a square. I don't see any reason not to. Rio will go on alert. Okay, and I remember I moved him here because I wanted to build a farm. Sao Paulo is actually a little short on food, and I want them to grow more. So hopefully the farm will help with that, at least a little bit. We're going to build a railroad section here. I want to get Rio hooked up to our capital as soon as we can manage it, so they'll get that production bonus. And I guess that is it for this turn. So off we go. Now, just to touch base a little bit on our strategy for the game, I'm not sure if I've talked about it. I'm now going to try to focus on things that will win me the game and things that will keep me from losing the game. So number one is we are attempting to win a science victory. And so doing things to build our science generation and research new technologies, that's a big deal. Yep, he's happy with us. And even growing the population, as I'm trying to do, is actually only to further my science production. Now, in addition, I see Shaka declared war on a city-state, by the way. In addition, the most likely way we're going to lose this game at this point is probably if Maria wins a diplomatic victory. And so we're going to try using our spies to rig elections and otherwise see to what extent we can peel off delegates from her. I don't know how successful we'll be, but we'll do what we can. All right, we need to choose production in another city, specifically our capital. I'm very tempted to go for Cristo Redentor. I love this wonder. +5 culture, reduce your cost of new policies by 10%. But we uncovered this technology quite a while ago, and I'm pretty sure that Portugal has also discovered it by now, and they're probably working on this wonder. I don't really want to invest 10 or 15 turns of production only to get nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an arsenal. It's kind of cheap insurance against the admittedly unlikely event that we get invaded. And here I'm going to build a circus, and we'll probably follow that up with walls. We've got our public school in Brasilia, which is fantastic. And I'm going to build an aqueduct because it'll finish right before a new citizen is born. That's just about perfect. This is definitely one of the cities I want to grow. That city, I think, has a lot of potential, but we need more people to realize it. Okay, they made it to the oil. Let's construct a well. And a railroad, please. Okay, so let's move this guy up. Let's fire, get him a little experience. And we'll finish him. Yeah, and once again, this time he took 4 damage. Not exactly a major issue for us. We'll move the general back to the front. Oh, I guess I should have waited until I cleared the camp. I don't really care. One thing I just realized is I have not upgraded a crossbowman last turn or this turn. And I was going to do one each turn. We want to just keep gradually pushing our military rating higher. Again, it's just all about discouraging the other civilizations from coming over here. I'm also going to get rid of this unit. We pay maintenance costs, and there's no upgrade path for him. So, yep, that's 6 gold a turn. That's well worth recapturing. Okay, I think we are good to go. I'm also short a cargo route, so what we're going to want to do... Okay, our archaeologist has made it here. By the way, when I talked about my goals, I talked about the really important things. But another goal that I'm also going to live up to is that as production allows, as we have spare resources, I am going to explore tourism and culture as much as possible. I know I want to learn more about those mechanics, and I could be wrong, but I think many viewers will be interested in that as well. And Cahokia is taking a beating from Poland. We have a spy here, that's why we're getting to watch this little drama unfold. And this is really bad because, you know, we maybe have a chance to get these guys as an ally, and stupid Poland is going to conquer them. Okay. Let's... all right. Well, the barbarian camp looked like it was right here. I can only suppose that the pikemen from Lhasa went down there and just kind of took care of business. So we will go back from whence we came. And it looks like a piece of railroad is done, so we'll move him over here. I could have swore I already put this guy to sleep. I'm not sure why he's showing up. I'm not sure why Polish battleships are showing up either. Hopefully that's not a sign of trouble to come. Okay, we're just going to put these guys on alert. And let's see. What do we want to do in Agaidika now that this is built? Maybe an arsenal. We don't need most of this. I don't really need an aqueduct because I don't care if they grow particularly. Yeah. All right. We'll build a broadcast. Broadcast tower is so bad when you're adding 33% onto 12. All right. I'm going to build an arsenal. It's not a huge need, to put it mildly, but it's free as far as maintenance cost. That counts for a lot right now. Oh, I remember something else I meant to do earlier.
Saluti.
I want to see...
Andevanti.
Wow, he's got over almost 7,000 gold. I want to see if he'll give us... Yeah, okay.
Benissimo.
Unfortunately, before I started recording, I approached Poland and Shaka just to see whether they would do any kind of trades at all. And, like, literally, they pretty much won't even talk to me, so... We essentially are down to 2 trading partners now, Maria and Enrico. Yeah, I guess Cahokia is done. So this turn, I might as well go ahead and just move my spy. I mean, I don't see the point. Poland's going to take some losses, but I just can't. I can't imagine that ultimately they're not going to take this city. Although they're at war with Portugal, so it seems really stupid putting resources into this. So we actually did successfully rig the elections in Tyre. Well, not that we're exactly close, but we did it. We also did rig the elections here for all the good that's going to end up doing us. Sao Paulo has finished its circus. All right. I'm going to go ahead and build a granary here because, man, they need more food really badly. That city needs to grow to be any good. Honestly, I kind of regret even taking it. Okay, I'm going to build a cargo ship, and then what we're going to do is build workboats. In fact, oh, wrong one. Show queue, add to queue, workboat, workboat. Okay. I want to make workboats to go get the oil. All right, another piece of the railroad is done. So we already had this guy headed here. I guess since there's already a road on this tile, it makes sense to extend it out from there. Oh, okay. We have one workboat. My mistake. So maybe we don't need... Yeah. Okay, so this one's going to go here. We do want one for that fish. So I think what I'm going to do... Let me just go into the queue. We're going to eliminate one of the 2 workboats. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. So we'll move this guy back up near Brasilia. And I guess I'll move him back here too. This is going to be our little stronghold. If we get attacked, I expect it to be by Poland, and I expect it to be near here. So it's not a lot of units, frankly, even if we're able to upgrade these 2 frigates to battleships. If he came over with just a ton of guys, that could get pretty ugly for us pretty quickly. Okay. I I guess I can't really move them where I want them, so I'll just move them here for now. Okay, we have oil, right? Yeah, we have lots of oil. So, let's upgrade. Sweet. That's overdue. I probably should have found a way to get those oil platforms a little quicker. And I just realized I did not move my spy out of Cahokia. I would love to see them actually beat him back. That would be so cool. Just seems pretty impossible. Yeah, the cannon won't help.
Ireis considerar esta oferta?
Yep, I would love to have open borders. Well, unfortunately, I can't establish a trade route because that was banned by the World Congress. Okay, before anything else happens, I'm going to go ahead and move this guy to Florence. And we'll just put these two ships on alert. One thing I wanted to check really quickly is demographics. Yeah, so we're up to 3 now. We were at 5, so we were literally dead last. And we're still miles behind Maria, no question. But we're way ahead of Poland, so he is the one that I kind of had the most concern might come over here. And if we have a stronger rating than him, I would think he's not going to do that. Yeah, you know, I guess I want him here. Might as well build on the road that exists. So, yeah. And then he would go here. That makes sense. Okay, we got a cargo ship ready to launch. And you know what I think I want to do is I want to move this to Salvador. I'm pretty sure we're going to get more money that way, so let's do that. Okay, this should be the last railroad piece to get Rio hooked up for a production bonus. And Rio's a good city. I mean, that production bonus should really give them a nice bump. Cahokia and Portugal no longer allies. That's because they're not independent anymore. And I don't know if you noticed this. I saw... Oh, cool. Great artist. I saw this city. What's it called? Mekasar. Go white just a second ago. So I can't tell if they founded this or conquered it. Oh, they conquered it. Yeah. Yeah. So it was a small city and they conquered it. All right, cool. We got a research lab in, what's the word I'm looking for? Salvador. Now, I started construction on a cargo ship. Yeah, okay. I can't build another one. I saw the 6 out of 7, but right. Do we need any workboats? It doesn't look like Sao Paulo can work any. Yeah, okay. We're okay. So let me go back to the menu here. It looks like we can just kind of worry about Salvador doing what Salvador needs to do. Let's go ahead and just knock a zoo out really quickly. Do I want a hospital here? Let's build the zoo. It's quick. It's quick. It's more happiness. The happiness is awesome. See, we're getting like 74 technology from excess happiness. We're getting culture from excess happiness. I mean, the happiness is just so good for us overall. Okay. I guess speaking of how good happiness is, I could build a Colosseum. walls. Actually, I'm going to build walls because I kind of want a beeline for a castle. So we got the aqueduct, which is good. So I want either a market or a windmill, right? Let's knock the market out real quick. Before I do that one, seriously, I can't do this one first? Okay, we can. So, what's our best route here? Hanoi at 23 and Kaisel, same thing. Okay, so what about this one? Yeah, it's less gold. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move this one. We might as well earn a couple more gold out of Salvador. I'm going to put it off for a turn. That's okay. If we leave it up there for the rest of the game, it'll pay for itself, you know, in 10 turns or whatever. So we have a couple ways we can go here. We can create a great work, or we can start a golden age. And I'm actually going to just put this guy to sleep for now because I guess before I do that, let me go in here. We haven't really tried curating our stuff at all. So we're already getting a bonus here because we have, I guess, 2 Renaissance paintings in the same place. And Salvador is also getting a bonus for 2 medieval. Here we have industrial and medieval. What am I supposed to do to get the bonus? Make sure the great work slots are all filled with art from the same era and civilization. Okay. We don't have like a lot of spare pieces of art to shuffle around, it seems like. But these 2 are both from the medieval era. So what if I do this? What if I just move these 2 and swap them? This one's from the medieval era. And this one's from the medieval era. Okay, Brazil medieval era, Brazil medieval era, and Brazil medieval era. I mean, why doesn't that work? I'm going to leave it for the moment. Maybe you have to wait a turn or something. That seems very strange to me. It's like I would think we would just have it now. Okay, let's start building a railroad. And I'm gonna just, yeah. Well, I guess I didn't put him to sleep. Yeah, I can't do it now. All right, whatever. We've made a discovery. What are you doing? All right, build a railroad. How's that? So we can create a Shoshone artifact. We can create a Zulu artifact. Or we can create a landmark improvement. So I know some of these theming bonuses you have to have the same culture, and then some of them you have to have different cultures. I'm guessing it'll be a lot easier for us going forward to create Shoshone artifacts than it will Zulu. So let's go ahead and do Zulu this time. I do want to start, you know, as I said before, we're going to try to do some of these tourism things. I certainly don't expect to win the game that way, but it could be interesting. Venice and Portugal are now friends, although they have been, just like we have been.
Men, like bullets, go farthest when they are smoothest.
All right, you heal up. And we've probably sent about as many cargo ships up to Salvador as is going to help us. Let's go ahead and take this route to Lisbon. And I want to just put this guy to sleep for the moment. Okay, now this guy can go wherever he wants. Lyria is 20. Okay, Kaisel is 23. That's our best route. Let's take it. So our gold per turn is now 191. We're 7 out of 7 trade routes. Probably took us a little longer, than it should have to get there, but we're there now. And we'll have this guy start working on the railroad next turn. Let's see what science we can pick. I can tell you, granted, we could use combustion, no question. But what I want is radar. Actually, what I want is rocketry. I don't really care about, the whole nuke thing right now. I want to start getting up here, work on the Apollo program, and get all that done. And, all right, we'll build a broadcast tower. I think there's enough culture generation in this city that's worth doing. Stock exchange is built. So this city is in stagnation. I think a granary, frankly, might be a pretty good call. And then why don't we do this? Let's add to the queue an aqueduct right after that. Yep, that's fine. I wouldn't mind adding another couple of people to this city. So we've managed to add, just steadily increase our science production. Wow, Cahokia got liberated again? I assume by Portugal. Yeah, by Maria. Lisbon is #1 in tourism. Warsaw jumped out to an early lead, and they've really done a poor job of building on that. That might have been a viable win condition, and then it's just like, I don't know what he started focusing on, but it wasn't winning via tourism, I'll tell you that. Okay. I just want to come down here. I might as well. Might as well get Brasilia hooked up as fast as we can. So there's only one tile where we're not already trying to build the railroad on. Okay, one thing I see is we need to delete this tile when we get around to it. That's costing us 3 gold per turn. Meanwhile, in Agaidika, yeah, we certainly don't need a hotel here. That's fine. I'm going to just build a military base. We don't genuinely need any of the things available to it. And in Rio, let's build a garden. Anything to generate more great scientists, I think, will be very good. And in Sao Paulo, we'll go for a castle. Brasilia has finished their market. And I guess at this point, well, okay, a garden would be good. Man, a lot of these would be good, I'm not going to lie. "11 turns until a new citizen is born." Maybe I'll build a watermill first. Yeah, we need more people in these low pop cities. I wonder if I should build a farm or two in here. That's possible. Give them some more food to work with on tiles like this one. Yeah, that probably is what I should do. So another piece of the railroad is done. I'm almost tempted to go here and start doing that. But I think the production boost that they'll get from being connected is probably more significant. Okay, so we're going to bring that workboat right here. And what do we want to build next in Bratislava? All right, we are going... Wow, a garden would be really good too. Yeah, you know what? We'll build a garden. And then, let me do this. I'm going to go ahead, and before I forget, I'm going to throw a windmill on there. So they'll have more production. And what now? We finished our zoo in Salvador. So at least this list is, finally shortening up, thank goodness. God, their culture production is so bad. A hotel, a broadcast tower, it just seems like they do almost nothing. Let's go ahead, I guess, and build a stadium. In a lot of ways, it feels kind of low value. 2 maintenance for 2 happiness, but... Yeah, I mean, I keep saying we get more science out of happiness and all that. We will adopt a social policy. Last time I really slammed an additional ideology tenet, and I realized I shouldn't have done that. Actually, I really want to get to free thought, so I would have been better off going this way, and this will help generate great scientists faster. And then when we get to free thought, that'll be an immediate pop up here, so... That was probably a mistake, but whatever. I mean, I think we got a good... we got +1 happiness from the workshops and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's the one we picked. Workshops, factories. So it was a good one. It's just, I don't know if it was as urgent. It's hard to say. Okay, this guy has built the railroad. I'm going to go ahead and move him here, and we will start a farm next turn. Wait a second. Did I ever... Yeah, okay. I moved him to Florence. I did. I wonder if Portugal can actually take Poland out. Or, hurt them so bad that they kind of break their power. All right, we have our oil well. And the other one, they're still working on. Jeez, is there anything else we really want done over here? I think what I'll do is just move this guy over here. So, Brasilia has finished their watermill. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're going to build a bank. No, we'll build a garden. I take it back. Jeez. Yeah, I don't want much here. I just want a lighthouse, a garden, a bank, a zoo, a research lab. And then, of course, after we build the bank, the stock exchange will be open. Yeah, this won't take long at all. All right, I'll build the garden first. And I'm not terribly worried about any of these. I think I'm going to go ahead. Maybe I'll build a hospital here. I actually wouldn't mind the extra food. Help them grow. Can we do the same thing here? Yeah. And you know what? Given the other things, I think I'm pretty okay with that. Yep, let's build a hospital. And here, I'm not sure I'm going to be that ambitious since they already have 13. We'll just go for a zoo. Nice and simple and quick. Yeah, the increase in population, the way that increases science is slow. But it is interesting because we haven't built a lot of science buildings recently, and yet, this just keeps going up. Okay. Now, the funny thing is, with the railroad almost finished, I guess we are going to have to find other things to do with our workers, but we do still have another leg of the railroad to build up north. We have to connect Sao Paulo. So let's go ahead and start working on that. And God knows their production is pretty crappy. So they need it more than most. And then I think I'm going to start building some farms, at least around Brasilia. Okay, let's just put this guy to sleep. And Poland has retaken Cahokia, it looks like. So they're just going to keep fighting over that stupid city. That's actually really good for me. All right. Well, we obviously will have more work to do to continue our little reconstruction of this area and trying to get them up to speed. But that's going to do it for this installment. Thank you for watching, and I hope we see you next time.